What is good, Instagram? We are back with another episode of the Practice Podcast. I'm your host, Tiger Crane. You already know the vibes. And once again, we have a amazing person coming on here. I'm super excited. This guy here has been the reason I paint. Back in high school, I didn't necessarily like color or painting. I started drawing from like manga, so everything was in black and white. But he really taught me just how amazing painting can be and how fun the journey of painting is. You know what I'm saying? This is one of the amazing teachers I had in high school. So I'm really hyped. You know what I'm saying? Once again, these discussions are for me, of course, but they're also for you out there that just want some game or just want a good, nice conversation between two dope individuals. So, yeah, everybody that's on here is definitely hand-selected and picked and stuff like that. So we're going to wait a bit. Let him get warmed up and ready, and then we're gonna get him in here. Yeah. So I hope everybody's having a good. What is good, Angel, my friend? How are you, bro? Word. How's the fam? Hope the fam is well. Shit, bro. Much appreciated to you, man, and all your support. Being a excellent supporter of all of the arts. You know what I'm saying? All your art homies, man. It means a lot. Word. Chilling, bro. Chilling, man. But I want you to know that. Right? Good. Facts. But yeah, I want to tell you that shit live, bro. All your contributions, your efforts, and your love has always been appreciated for sure. What is good? The topic. Well, see, how I do it is the people that I invite are the topic for now. I will have some episodes where it's like exactly topic based, but I got a very special guest. You know him. One of the excellent Monticello High School art teachers. Stick around, man, so you can see who's coming up. I'm waiting for him right now. Support as much as possible. Might be out of touch with people. Yo, but bro, even if you think that, it's life, bro. You have a family, you have children, wife, and stuff like that to attend to. I feel like I'm not a very good friend sometimes. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like, with this journey I'm on, that things can be pushed to the side very quickly. And you may not know, but the day that you see me sitting on that bench in Monticello, bro, like, you literally, like, saved my fucking life at the moment. Like, that's a whole story for a whole nother fucking day, but I was in a very dark and lost spot at the moment, Maybe you could tell because the way I was just, like, chilling on a fucking random bench, like, but you stopping over there, picking me up, bringing me to Hurleyville, bro, like, that really helped me out, bro. Like, for real. Dead ass, bro. Like, it was nothing for you because you was already going. Shout out to Matt as well. Josue. Bro. That day really helped me out, man. Like, I needed that. That reach out. I needed that hand to grab onto and pull me. For real, bro. So, like I said, man, shout out to you. What is good? Got Dara in here. What's up? Yeah, stay tuned, guys. I'm waiting on my guy. He should be here very shortly. Very talented. Once again, like I said, this guy's the reason I paint. So I owe him everything. Well, not everything. I owe him my whole painting career. Let's say that. Let's be precise. Yeah, for sure, man. And to this day, I've been painting. So it's been 10 plus years. Faux show. Faux show. You know, and we here. You dig? Oh, you think you know? You might know. Word. Business. Business is good, bro. You know what I'm saying? You know, through the pandemic, I've still been blessed enough to being able to paint. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I had to change it up a little bit. Like I had to really like go back and then go forward with my art career. You know what I'm saying? Like there was one time where I was charging this amount due to the pandemic and people being in, you know, different financial situations. I'm a very understanding guy, so it's like I, you know, I stepped back and I was like, all right, let me restart. Let me act as if I'm just coming out. You know what I'm saying? As far as my art, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, and I think that helped. I think that helped me connect more with more people. You know what I mean? Because like, you know, you don't got to be a millionaire to have a fucking painting in your crib. Like, that's why I definitely paint and continue to grow as well. But let's see. Yeah, the same guy. Yeah, he's in Hawaiian shirt enthusiast. You already know. You already know the vibe. So you know this is gonna be epic. Yeah. And what are sneak peeks? I got you, bro. You wanna see some shit? Let me see. Um. See, yo, all right. Look, he just messaged me. Yes, I'm on. I bet. Yo, I got you really quick, bro. We can get. I don't get notification. Bro, get your ass on here. I can't even respond. I don't know. Yo, y'all tell Brooks to get in here. Yo, I got you. Bet. Boom. I got some sneak peek stuff that I haven't posted yet. Start here. This is my cousin Tabina that had passed away a couple years ago. I've been very into painting a lot of people that passed this last couple years. Just being very, you know, in the moment and not forgetting. Because this is how you immortalize people in art. So now she will live forever. I did some abstract expressionism stuff here. Boom. But yo, we're going to have to hold on that because my guy's here. It's lit. I got you, Angel. I'm going to call you and then I can give you, you know, a private tour of the stew. What is good, Jay?
Hey, I didn't mean to interrupt you. You're chatting.
Nah, bro, you interrupt. This episode is about you, bro. I was really like burning time. Like me and Angel, we're gonna talk about that because I can give him a real one-on-one session with that. You feel me? But what's up, man? How are you?
Good. How are you?
I'm excellent, man. Sheesh. Like I was telling the people, bro, you are the reason I paint, man. So those that don't know, this is
You're the reason you paint.
Right. Well, of course, I had to have the interest, but no, it don't work like that. Just know, bro, you got to take this, okay? If I didn't know how cool painting was with such a cool person, because, you know what I'm saying, going through school, we had different painting lessons, right? But you just made painting a little bit more digestible for me. If that makes sense. Like, it was like, all right, well, painting could be cool, not just a task at school you do. You know what I mean? You showed me this could be something that you can do in life.
It can be complicated in I think once you practice it for a long time, there's a certain, pardon the pun, a certain flow to it. You get used to certain materials, recipes for like mediums, different brushes, like different equipment that you use. It's like you get used to it. But when you're first starting out, like I always take for granted when somebody's first starting out, like you have to take them through step by step. You know? Like if I didn't show you guys how to use liquid, that paint would have taken 3 months to dry, and everybody, this, I can't stand oil painting. I'm never doing this again.
Exactly. That's my point, bro. Like you literally held our hands and broke it down enough where it's like, this makes sense. You know what I'm saying? It's like, oh, okay, I see why this is done like this, that, and the third. And oil was my first medium. thanks to you, or you know what I'm saying, the old master's way.
You know, where that painting you did is right, almost like if I walked where I work, like went past Pook's backyard on Roosevelt Avenue, going into Somerville Field. That was the first
Yeah.
painting you did.
Yes. Yes, the old barn on the Somerville Field, bro. And you don't remember how long that took me to finish? Like I was like, oh shit, ah.
Yeah.
Like I was just like in it. I was really in it.
You
I was
still
really in that painting. Actually,
oh, don't tell me you gave that away.
no. I definitely give it away, but it has to be here somewhere. It has to be.
As long as you got it.
Damn, I haven't thought about that painting in a long time, but I think I have it somewhere though. Hopefully I have a picture of it, but trust me, that painting is near and dear to my heart, man, because that was the first for sure. But boom, let's jump right in, bro.
Painting, the spirit of that painting brought back football to Monticello.
Yeah, exactly. Yo, see, y'all don't even know. If you're watching this and you know what I'm saying, you're on the football team, this and the third, you know football came back maybe 10-ish years ago. Like I was in high school.
Yeah.
And I was
just missed
too old to join, but yeah, it wasn't that long when football dead came back though. That's crazy. That's a fact.
At school we were playing the flag football thing.
The flag football, that's a fact.
Yeah,
and that helped it too.
James was playing.
Yep.
And
Joe. Angel was there too. Shout out to Angel. Frank, yeah.
Frank Smalls.
Yes.
Frank,
yeah.
Man, that kid. I wish football came like 3 years earlier. He would.
We would have fucked it up. Like we had a squad, yo. We had a squad.
Wide receiver and Shane Jackson quarterback. I mean, those wide receivers are great. Don't get me wrong.
Facts.
And Anthony Gray, they were. Sean Reese, they were all incredible. But we're talking about sports, man.
No, it's cool, bro. Trust me. Yo, we're gonna just flow. Yeah, we're gonna just flow. But I mean, I do want to just jump into like, you know what I'm saying? I met you as a teacher, so it's like, tell me about that, man. Tell me your experience of being a teacher these last. How long? Let's start there. How long have you been teaching? And then tell me how that experience has helped shape your life.
This is my 31st year of teaching.
Woo!
I
Legend.
don't be my last, but I am retiring this year. This is my last year full time teaching at Monticello, which is kind of a little bit melancholy for me because
the art's gonna go to shit. The art department's gonna go to shit, bro. Without you, I want you to know that. I'm sorry. It's true.
Yeah, I hope not. I'll still go there and ruffle some feathers, you know.
Yeah.
No, but it's bittersweet, you know. It's like I'm going to be able to do my own thing here, but that's the one thing. That's why I got into this. I never wanted to go to my grave without sharing this with other people because I love it so much. So that's my mantra for teaching over the last 31 years.
Okay.
I wanted to share it with as many people as especially young people, because they're the future. They're the ones that are, you know, I mean, it's fun to teach older people too, but you know, you're gonna teach some younger generation and keep passing that torch on and on.
Absolutely, absolutely.
But I'll show you a painting. Hang on, just give me a second.
Please do. I'm trying to get a sneak peek in the shit too.
I'm not trying to, you know, this is believe me, a lot more people, and I know people right in this county that I knew that have passed away from this pandemic, and it's not a pretty sight. And it's had an impact on everybody, and it's not even localized. Like you think, like I wake up in the morning and it's like, this is a bad dream, but it's not over. This is for real, you know. I keep thinking, you know, oh, it's over with, you know, but it's not local. It's not just like in the Northeast or, you know, it's worldwide. But and I'm not looking for sympathy or anything, but this is a painting of my teaching experience.
Holy crap. Look how shiny the floor is.
That's
and
I learned a lot from, seriously, Trent did these floors. And you know what?
Shout out to cousin Trent, man. Word.
And you know what, this building, this building was built in 1933. It's the old middle school on John Street.
Yeah.
And it was built during the Roosevelt years. I'm sorry, was it built in 36? I think it was built in 36. Just a few years after the Depression. And it was
That's
built,
Monticello building, correct? High school?
what's that?
What building are you referring to? You talking about the high school, the Monticello?
The St. John Street building.
The St. John Middle School, copy, just to be clear.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Which actually used to be the old high school. And,
right, okay.
So there's not a lot of these buildings. This is a CCC building, which stands for the Conservation Corps of, I can't remember. Basically, it was right after the Depression, and Roosevelt was trying to put people back to work. And he would get this collection of artisans, like bricklayers, marble workers, carpenters, woodworkers.
Yeah.
And they built tons of these buildings all around the country. A lot of them were public schools, some were hospitals, public buildings. And the craftsmanship, I don't know, did you go to the old middle school or you were at the new middle school? I can't remember.
I went, like while I was in middle school, I was the second year to go to the new middle school, but I had Boys and Girls Club was at the old middle school, so I had a chance to at least walk the hallways of it.
Okay.
And see it, but yeah, nah, I wasn't in there like that. Yeah.
And if you go up in that library, you look at the woodwork and some of the science rooms, like just the craftsmanship, and and then you go to the auditorium where the theater is. That's the theater now. What a gorgeous interior, man! Like the woodwork, the chandeliers, and it's beautiful. The building itself is a work of art, and this is what Trent is to me. Is he's preserving this building.
Absolutely.
And
absolutely.
A good friend, and when I went to graduate school at Columbia, his name was Ben Handy, and Ben was historic preservation, and Ben would love what Trent's doing right now. And this is another painting that's looking at the stage in the Nesson Theater.
Wow, man! Wow. How big are these? To get a scale for the
12 by 16.
12 by 16s. Wow, that's beautiful, man.
Like I always tell my kids in school, my students, art is a way to express yourself.
Yes.
It's a way to express how you're feeling.
Yes.
It gets it out,
Yeah.
And I guess I think we've all been feeling that isolation thing, and so those two paintings that I just showed you, it's kind of like, it's that expression of isolation,
Yeah.
And it's just, I don't know if I want to get rid of them. It's kind of like it's like a mental tattoo right now.
Yes.
And I like looking at them, but I don't.
Yeah. It's a bittersweet reminder of your legacy and the state of the world. Like it's more like a what's the word? It's like a bookmark in history almost, because there's going to be a time where the world's going to open up. It may not go back to how it was per se, but there's going to be a time where people is out socializing again, and that is going to be an important time in history, like where people are going to like remember this shit. Like, you remember where, you feel me?
It didn't at school. It didn't happen gradually. I mean, if you watch the news reports like a year ago, you saw like the cases were rising in China, and everybody's it's not going to come here, and yada yada. Next thing you know, it's in Washington State, and and we're sitting in school, we're like watching this, and everybody's sick. Everybody's like coughing, and it's like late February into early March, and and for us. And for a whole lot of the country and a whole lot of the world, it happened like that. Like the announcement came on, I remember that day, mid-March, and the principal came on the PA and said, "We're dismissing early. We just got the email, said the pandemic is out of control in Sullivan County, and we're going to be going home for 2 weeks. Check your email for further instruction." So it happened like boom. It wasn't like, let's go in for a few days and then stay home. It was like, and it hasn't changed ever since. It's
right. And this is the Monticello High School, correct? Just to be
Monticello High School.
Completely clear, right? Okay. Wow, man.
I don't know.
Jeez.
Enough of that. This is going to be. We're like, hopefully, we're out of the woods with this nonsense and get back to some kind of normalcy here soon. But
Absolutely, man. But yeah, but that was important to talk about. Like, we need your perspective on that. It's being a teacher, because teachers are now the new like rock stars, man. Like people got a lot more respect for them. Y'all definitely deserve it. Y'all dealing with everybody's badass kids all day, every day. You feel me? I was one of those. You feel me? I wasn't the best student at first. Yo, that's crazy. Yo, I don't even know. All right, look, quick little side story. Yo, I got y'all for the viewers. The people that know. I was in class one day, something came upon me to just howl in the middle of class while the teacher was talking, very disrespectful. And I earned every bit of get out, and I got kicked out and went to the principal's office. But, hey.
I was doing this.
Yeah, right. And Brooks is behind there laughing, and I'm just like, damn, like, I don't even know what came about me, but, hey. Yeah.
James Ivory.
Yeah. James was there, Jordan, Christian, Beth, Augustine. That was the ill class. And everybody is, like, ill in their own lane. So just know you guys aren't doing this for nothing, because everybody that I named is, like, super successful in their chosen path in life. And it all stemmed from just being around a bunch of creatives in that class. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, being a teacher rocks, man.
A couple of years ago, I saw Gus down in Beth, down in New York
City.
Yeah?
Hey, those are the guys. That's the homies, man, for real. Shout out to them, for sure. I haven't seen him in a long time. I really miss Gus. I went to college with him. Me and Gus was in SUNY Delhi for a while together. So, you know what I'm saying? I got to really chop it over with him. And, you know what I'm saying? Like, cool guy, man, for real. For sure.
You know what I really enjoyed, though?
Huh?
I really enjoyed, like, when we used to hang out at Sleepy Hollow.
Yeah.
It was like you didn't have the strings attached to you at school. You're a teacher, and you got to put on your teacher face, and you know what I mean? And
yeah.
And then there's always that rush. We got 45 minutes to paint, and then we got to clean up because the next class is coming in. You got to go to lunch, and blah, blah, blah. It's always this hurried, not relaxed. I mean, I tried to make it relaxed in my class as much as I could.
It was super relaxed.
When we used to hang out at your place at Sleepy Hollow, it was like I would meet you after school and those books, and we'd just hang out in your studio.
For sure.
I could hang out for 2 hours if I wanted to.
Exactly.
And if you wanted to draw, we're just like hanging out.
Yeah.
Like looking at Picasso books and
Basquiat. Thank you for those books too. You gave me that Monet book, and Monet is my favorite dead artist. Because as a painter, I have my favorite alive artist and favorite dead artist. Monet is him, and you put me on, and I'm still grateful for that shit to this day, man, for sure.
Yeah. In those conversations, man, those are good times. I wish we could do more often. We only did it a couple times, but speaking of which, I'm working on a 10 by 20 panorama of Sleepy Hollow, like down all the way.
I gotta see that.
Like looking up the hill, like the perspective.
Yeah. So, it's gonna be fire.
You have the snow and kind of like these. It's like colors like this, just kind of a.
Okay.
So I've been getting into this limited palette thing lately. So,
I dig it, man. I dig it for sure. But boom. So as a painter, you're a teacher, but you're also a competitor as well, man. Talk to me about plein air competitions. Because I always tell artists, it can be very fickle at times, because it's like there isn't a lot of areas where you can compete, but that's why I always enjoyed the plein air and how you compete, you know what I'm saying? And I think that's important to even just see where you stand in the greater scheme of things. Because most people create, just for themselves, or like a commission piece or something like that. So yeah, talk to me about these plein air things and where have you competed and how long you've been competing. Talk to me.
I've been competing for about 5 years.
Wait, really quick though. I need to be as transparent as possible. Plein air is like drawing from life outside. So those
Yeah,
that don't know, yeah, I'm
that's
talking in art code right now. Right. But
the
go
French,
ahead, my fault.
that's the
Yeah,
French translation, I guess, like
yeah, yeah.
outdoor painting or something.
Yes.
Um, yeah, I've been doing it for like 5 years. It's sometimes it's fun, sometimes it's not. Sometimes it reaps its rewards, and sometimes it doesn't. It's like
Okay.
and but I will say that the artists that go there, it's what it's like. It's these plein air events are like what's the stigma of an artist? They're like these crazy hermits, with
Yeah.
crazy hair, like
Right.
like you have to.
Well, not anymore, really. I
Oh, really?
chopped it.
You
Yeah,
chopped it?
bro. You see, you ain't even know the
Man.
pandemic.
Uh, Now for the first time, I got longer hair than you.
Exactly.
But we have this stigma. We're like these crazy hermit artists that, like, if we go out in the public, ooh, watch out,
Yeah.
there he is. He's, we come out once a year for our art show openings, with the
Right.
gallery, and we drip food on our shirts, and we,
Right. Oh, look, I got paint. I got paint on my clothes. You see this?
yeah, you're one of
I
those
don't own
crazy,
anything without paint on it.
yeah, you like I was saying, you're one of those crazy artist types, but it's, think of, like, let's take a look at the arts. All right, like musicians, they travel, they go on tour, they travel from town to town, they do
Yeah.
performances, and so the whole plein air thing kind of evolved. Like, it's now worldwide, these
Hmm.
plein air events. So what they do is you basically have to apply. So you send
Yeah.
like 3 images online, and you pay a fee, and then you have a judge that looks at hundreds of pieces of art. So you have to get accepted first, and
Yeah.
then you might be the top 50 artists out of maybe 500 that applied or whatever, and then those 50 artists, they go to a location. Like I said, they're all over the world.
Yeah.
If you go to onlinejuried.shows.com, that has a listing of all the different events. And unfortunately, plein air events have come to a screeching halt.
Yeah.
But they're going to come back. Um,
Right.
but anyway, the ones that I go to are there's one in the Adirondacks. I go to the one up in Boston, which is Cape Ann plein air, and then I go
Okay.
to down across the bay from DC. That's plein air Easton. Supposedly, plein air Easton is the Super Bowl. But
East side?
what's that? Yeah.
I said east side.
uh, I was trying to, and I tried to get together with Drac when I was down there, because he's down in DC.
Shout out to him. Yeah.
Yeah, I miss Drac. I was texting him just the other day. I don't know if he's on here or not.
Who knows?
On here? Nah.
I don't
But
know. I haven't seen him. I haven't seen his name pop up yet. So
yeah, so we couldn't connect. But anyway, yeah, it's tough, man. It's they're sometimes they can, sometimes you win, sometimes you don't.
yeah.
It's and it's sometimes you sell and sometimes you don't.
Right.
And but anyway, it's I don't know. I don't know how much longer I can do it, because
Really.
yeah, I got my niche right here in 845, and I'm feeling
Okay.
comfortable with that. And
Okay.
I got good things going in Hurleyville.
Yeah.
Good things going in Narrowsburg, right here in
Yeah.
Suffolk County. I did a workshop last summer up in Livingston
Nice.
Manor, and we got together with James and DJ, and I got out. We want to do some more paint outs. We want to.
Yeah. Me too, man. For sure.
That was great, man. That was like
Yeah.
a week after that George Floyd incident, and we were just like, man, people have been holed up, and people need a smile on their face. So I texted James, and I was like, you know what? I said, you feel like painting? It's a nice day. He goes, yeah, definitely. So I texted DJ. We set our easels up. Man, I'm telling you, we had a dozen people out there, and people were like being careful, wearing their masks and everything. But
Yeah.
it was so nice to see people come out of their houses, and it was like a block party,
Yeah.
not like, people but people were just hanging out and talking, and we weren't talking about politics and all the other nonsense going. We were just making each other laugh and cracking jokes and talking about art, and it was and Chris Dockery's mom showed up, Robin.
Oh yeah, she's a legend out here.
Yeah, she
Shout out to her.
And it was
Shout
just
out to her. Got the freshest Air Force Ones in the game.
And I think people needed that healing to be human again and to love each other again. And
for sure, man.
And that's what art does. And it heals people. It makes people love again, and that's what it's all about. So
yeah. Okay, good, man. Cool.
Do I have time to talk about this?
Yeah, please. Talk to me.
Can you see it?
I can see it. Tell me where it is and when did you do it and how long it took.
That's Hoot. Can you see Hoot?
Oh yeah, Hoot, the owl that you saved, right? You saved it on the side of the road? Yeah, that's crazy, bro. That's crazy.
I did we had another paint out on 17B at Yazger's Barn. Saturday. You know where Yazger's Barn is, right?
I do. Shout out to Zach. That's my guy.
Yep.
That's my guy.
Zach was there and his mom was there, and we had a blast, man. So I love that spot, and I drive past it every single day. And and I drive past just at the time when the sun comes up, and the sun hits that barn like it's this crimson pinkish red, the top of the silo, and it's just so beautiful, and then the sky behind it. So anyway, I was taking pictures of Yazger's Barn, and I heard this clicking like in the ditch, and I'm like, what in the heck is that noise, and I'm like, I got to get to work, I'm going to be late, so I look down, and here's this owl, with one wing up, and he's looking at me, and he's clacking his beak at me, and I get a little bit closer, and his eyes get real big, and he's not flying away, and I'm like, oh man, this thing's injured, So, so anyway, my daughter works out at Dr. Joe DeBraccio's out in Rock Hill at the vet clinic.
Okay.
So anyway, I called up I texted Joe, and I said, do you know of anybody that can rescue raptors? Because I don't want to mess with this thing, man. It's got big claws, and they'll hurt you. And I didn't want to hurt the bird. So he gave me a number. It's the Fur, Fin, and Feather Wildlife Center. It's fffwildlifecenter.com, and I'm still going to make a donation. They came out that day and got the bird, and he was in, or she, I think it's a female, she was in rehab she almost died. She had an injured head. She had head injuries. Her left eye was messed up, and her wing was kind of bad. And so anyway, they kept her for a couple of months. And the night that I finished this painting, I took a picture of it and I texted it to Missy at the Wildlife Center. And she goes, "Oh my God!" She goes, "We're releasing this bird tomorrow. It's so amazing that you sent me this picture of the painting."
Crazy.
And they did. They released the bird the day after. So Hoot is back out in the woods, man. So
shout out to Hoot, man.
I'm giving this to Dr. Joe. If it wasn't for Dr. Joe, that bird wouldn't have made it. So
shout out to her for sure, man. That's beautiful.
Yeah, and Dr. Joe.
Save the bird out here. Everybody can't say that, so that's a good accolade to have, man.
So I know James, James cuts me up for, being a representational painter, kind of not exciting and boring.
Don't listen to.
I do representational work.
It's beautiful.
We just have this thing, he does. We kid around a lot, but he does challenge me, and I challenge him. We challenge each other.
Yeah.
That's what we're supposed to do,
Absolutely.
I think just the simple statement of beauty that you find in nature is, and you do the thing. I mean, you do beautiful paintings too.
Thank you.
Your flower paintings, they're just simply about beauty. There's nothing. It's just about beauty. That's it.
Yeah.
And it's. I mean, sometimes we paint things that we put our heart on our sleeve or whatever. We make political sometimes, but sometimes all you got to do is just make a statement about how beautiful nature is.
Yeah, I agree. Totally agree. So what do you call this one here? And where is this?
This is
Where's
right
that painting?
by the house. This is right down in the woods. This is called Late Afternoon.
Okay.
And I got some in progress.
May we see one?
This one
One
is
more in
not.
progress.
This is Narrowsburg. And it's,
Okay.
So if you follow me at J Brooks Artist,
Yeah.
I will post this when it's done.
Hey. But bet, you know what? Since you just showed that one on wood, you just reminded me of one that I have from you. Hold on a second.
Uh-oh.
I got my art everywhere, man. I have a box just dedicated to all the artists that I've gotten gifts of paintings from. And I'm gonna probably do a whole video of that one day as well. But wait, what the hell? All right, I don't.
I know which one
That's
you're talking.
crazy. My stuff is everywhere. I don't even know. Oh, here it is. Let's check this out.
Good old Nelly's.
Good Nelly. See, this is when Nelly's was actually good. They done changed ownership. They painted over my mural. They're, you know, it is what it is. But this was a moment in Nelly's when it was like Nelly's. You feel me? And you document that history, man.
That happens all the time. I mean, people, you know, they buy buildings and sell them and paint over murals. I had a bad premonition that was going to happen at some point.
Yeah.
That's why I wanted to document that.
Yo, I appreciate your documentation of it, because there it is.
I love, you know, remember when we painted on the street too? I still have that.
Yes. I remember that day. It was me, you, James, DJ,
and
Mike came out.
Steve Payton pulled up, remember?
Yeah. My boy Rob G came out. It was a bunch of people that just like popped out, man. That was a glorious day. Like,
he was in a hurry, like tooted the horn.
Yeah. So that was before COVID, so you know, we were just chilling outside and just having a good day.
Mike Davis showed up too, Mike Morris.
Yeah, yep. For sure.
That was a fun day, man.
That was a great day.
Was that the day we went to Nelly's and we got something to eat? Yeah,
yep. And then we went over there and ate. You know, we painted them, we ate, you know what I'm saying? It was a good day, bro. It was a good summer. You know, not a care in the world, you know. It was just a bunch of cool artists just enjoying ourselves, man.
And one time, me and DJ painted over an evergreen, man. We froze our butts off. It was so cold that day.
Like the old masters used to do, man. Be on that cold, all weather. Beautiful.
Yeah.
Bet.
That was
fun. Boom. So I want to segue in, actually, because I know, you know what I'm saying, you're a Sullivan County resident. This is the guy that I met, but, you know, you used to live in NYC. And I want to just talk about that a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Just like your experiences in, like, the 80s, right? Correct?
Yeah.
90s?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, in the 80s. So, you know what I'm saying? Just to give me a little brief overview of, like, that experience and, like, who you were younger and, you know, how that life got you to where you are now.
Well, let's just put it this way. It's a miracle that I'm alive sitting here talking. And it'll be a miracle if I make it to 55.
Done, bro. Out there wilding. Young Brooks. Young Jay on the scene.
Yeah, we did some crazy things. I remember, I can't remember, was it Route 279? It's like basically the big highway that goes into Pittsburgh. It's like and I was there. I was in Pittsburgh from 84 to 88. And, it was just when the steel industry was kind of starting to diminish. And there was this view of, the Monongahela River? I can't remember. It wasn't the Ohio. Maybe the I can't remember. The river that goes that way.
Yeah, but this way, that way.
There was a coke mill there, and it was just billowing flame at night, and had all the lights on, and the train, the train tracks were coming in. And you could see it when you drove on the city bus, and just for a glimpse. And I was always like looking, and it was kind of in a rough neighborhood, but I didn't care. And I just wanted to, and I wanted to do a plein air painting, and we didn't have cell phones back then where you could just quick take a shot, And I didn't know how to work my camera at night, but I wanted to do a nocturne. So this is just one of the crazy, stupid things I did when I was younger. Don't any young people out there listen? Don't do this.
How old were you though?
You
So
got
we
a
can
phone
get
now. Just take a picture and go home. You know.
right.
And
How
paint.
old were you?
I was probably 18.
18. Okay.
So here's a billboard hanging over the freeway. I got a backpack with all my paints, and I'm crawling out on this thing, and it's cold. And I look, and it's got a grate on it, so you kind of crawl in, and you're grabbing onto these, and there's like just a little guardrail with the lights like hitting the. So I wanted to do it pretty quick because if somebody spotted me, which I'm sure they did, driving down the freeway, look at that dude up on the billboard.
Hey.
So
yeah.
I had to get it done quick because I didn't want to get busted by the cops or anything. And so I sat on the billboard hanging over the freeway, and cars and trucks going underneath me. And I did this painting of the steel mills at night, and I'll try to.
That's awesome.
It's in my basement.
That's awesome.
And then I called my mom when I got back. She's like, "Don't ever do that again."
What, did she see you up there? When she drove by, was like, "Hey, that's my son."
No, she was. Well, I grew up in Western New York. I went to college in Pittsburgh.
Okay.
So and then even the professor was like, "How did you do this?" And I was like, "She goes, were you were there? You did this from a photograph, right?" And I said, "No, I did it on the spot." She goes, "It's a great painting, but don't ever do that again."
Awesome.
So,
awesome.
Yeah, that's just a little story out of millions. And then New York City, I went to Columbia University and painted around there. Graduated from there, and then I taught. I moved to Brooklyn. I lived in Williamsburg for 3 years.
Yeah.
I painted around Williamsburg, and I have some old paintings of what it used to look like. It's totally different now. It's completely different.
Before the gentrification, for sure.
Yeah, I had a studio right by the old Domino Sugar Factory, right on the river, on the East River. And
okay.
There were some adventures down there, man. It was not an easy neighborhood to live in when I lived. It was like I did a painting of this old Cadillac, like the back end of the Cadillac is sticking out of the river, and the front end is like down and submersed in the water.
Oh, nah.
Kind of like, you're painting this thing, and you're thinking like, how did this car get here? And is there something still in there? And it's just kind of creepy. But there was really crazy imagery in New York City. And then a bunch of friends and we used to go down to Coney Island and paint on Coney Island, and the old abandoned where the amusement park used to be. All those old sides, they're all abandoned now. The old Cyclone, the roller coaster and the parachute ride, and I used to that stuff too. So I still like to paint that kind of old, decayed. I took some pictures today right here in Sullivan County, like these old decayed barns and things that are all dilapidated and falling down, and there's some beauty to that stuff to me. But anyway, I taught in the Bronx for 3 years. I taught public school. I started out my first year teaching in the South Bronx on 141st and Morris Avenue, and my position got accessed, so I got another job teaching up in Co-op City, up near Baychester. I taught there for the next 2.5 years, and I just wanted to get back home upstate, and got a job in Monticello, and I never left, and I don't plan on leaving.
There you go, man.
And I never will. It's my home.
There you go. I love it. Awesome, bro. So it's like, boom. What?
Can I ask you a question?
What's up?
You and Matt were talking about your travels and all the different adventures that you had, and I remember your first adventure, and it was your cousin Agahuda Kahane.
Yes.
And I think you were you were still in high school, or I can't remember. It was summertime.
Yeah, I was in high school.
And I ran into him, and he was like, He goes, I don't know, man. He says, I wanted to, Malik is like, I, he needs to see the world, and he's got such potential as an artist. And I took him up on this trip, and he goes, I don't know if it had any effect on him. He seemed like he was bored, and he just wanted to get back home, and he was looking at his phone the whole time, and I don't know. And I said, Agahuda, man, I said, what you showed him where, and I'm going to let you tell the story. I said, it doesn't have an impact right now, but you wait, man. You wait 5 years from now. It is going to, the trip you took him on is going to change his life.
That's a fact, man.
You tell the story.
Yeah, so boom, it was 2009, so I was a junior still in high school. I went up to Toronto, Canada to go and Caravana. So shout out to that. It's my first time leaving the country. So I was super, super appreciative of that opportunity to go because I don't think I would have left the country yet if it wasn't for that trip. But no, what that trip has really taught me was like there's a whole world out there. You know what I'm saying? Like it's not just in your local town or city. It's like there's other cultures to experience and other, languages. And you know what I'm saying? Just seeing Toronto and seeing how different it was from like New York. Like it was just like mind-boggling to me. Seeing the Niagara Falls. I was like, this is just crazy. You know what I'm saying? Nah, trust me, I was in super awe of it. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I was young, so I was still on my phone. But it definitely changed my life and helped me want to travel. Like, that really what helped get my travel bug popping. Like, now I enjoy it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I really love going around in different places. Like, out west is next. So, you know what I'm saying? And then the rest of the world. Like, I definitely do want to see the world and experience different cultures and stuff. So, but that was definitely a life-changing experience, man. It was dope. And I thought it would be cold in Canada, though we went in the summer, and it was hot as I don't even know what. I'm like, dang, I thought it was just cold up here. You feel me? That's just my ignorance and not going nowhere. But, yeah, it was incredible, man. I really enjoyed it. Ate
I always tell
Indian
my students,
food for the first time. But, yeah, go ahead.
I always tell my students when they're in school, I say, you're probably not even thinking about this right now, but in a couple of years from now, you're going to want to see the world.
Yeah.
Get your education.
Yeah.
And get a decent means of income and money.
Yeah.
And you're single, do it. Go get on a plane. And you're going to want to go somewhere. And you know what? Beth Ulrich was in. She was in Iceland.
Nice.
Emily Bishop. She went to Iceland with her boyfriend.
Nice.
I see former students of mine posting pictures from different countries on Facebook, and I'm like, they listen to me. I'm like, I'm so happy for them. It's like, and you have to do it. And I read a book. I can't remember if I read it in college. I just read it on my own. My uncle told me to read it. It's called On the Road by Jack Kerouac.
Okay.
Is that the name of it?
I never heard of it.
I think it's On the Road.
I want to read it now, though. So maybe we can swap a book.
Is anybody listening? Do I have the author right? Can somebody look that up?
Anybody know what a book is out there on the audience? It's like Jack a physical
Kerouac
thing.
Road. Is it Jack Kerouac? I don't know. I can't. I'm pretty sure it is. You know what? Can you give me 2 seconds? Let me go get my iPad.
Go for it, man. It's all good. Yeah, it's cool. It's all good.
So talk.
My God, Jay Brooks. Anybody just tuning in here, we're live with Jay Brooks. This is the guy, one of my amazing high school teachers that encouraged me to paint. And yeah, if anybody knows me, you feel me, that's what I'm known for. So this is the guy that helped push that envelope. So, yeah.
All right, I'm back.
Alrighty.
I'm pretty sure it's Jack Kerouac. I haven't.
I appreciate everybody tuned in. Shout out to everybody. What's good, Cal? I see you, bro.
Check and verify.
My brother playing the jams right now. Huh?
Yep, it was Jack Kerouac.
There you go.
So I read this book, called On the Road by Jack Kerouac. And it's a story
Yeah.
of, a young kid, not a kid. He was a teenager. He was a young man, and
Yeah.
didn't know what he wanted to do. He, I don't know if he dropped out of college and just didn't, he was just like, I just want to, and it was during, Jack Kerouac was kind of a beatnik writer, like back in the early 60s, mid 60s.
Okay.
Hippie, I guess that was the newer term for the beatniks.
Peace, bro.
Yep, peace and love, man. And yeah, the beatniks were like late 50s, early 60s, and then they got this new term called the hippies. But anyway, they were, he basically hitchhiked from the East Coast to the West Coast, and he met up with people, and he would like stop in a town, and he got a car, and he would like he would wash dishes at a diner like out in the middle of Ohio somewhere for a couple of nights and make some money, some gas in his car, and then he'd go to, it's just like he never knew where he was going to end up, and he went from here to there, and I can't remember how the book ended, but it's just really you don't know where life is going to lead you. You don't know what's going to happen the next day.
Yeah.
And it just, if you treat it as an adventure with a smile on your face and be careful,
right.
It's a really cool experience.
Absolutely, man.
It's a great book. Check out Jack Kerouac, On the Road. Any of Jack Kerouac's books are great reads.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to definitely check that, man, because I'm actually in, what I'm saying, I definitely with this pandemic, I got more into books, physical copies, and being able to hold it and write in it. You see me, because we grow up in school not being allowed to write in our books, but obviously if you're the owner of it, you can like make notes and circle things and highlight stuff, and it's very, a little bit more
if you're
personable with it.
You're young, got no strings attached, get out there and travel.
Yeah.
Especially when this thing is over with, if you get vaccinated or whatever your choice is on that, but when this is going to go away someday. It's going to go away
day. For sure.
And, see stuff. Go to Europe, go to Africa, go to Canada, go to South America, wherever you're, just check it out.
So where have you been? Can you tell us a couple of places that you've traveled?
Let's see, I've been to Ireland.
Other than
Germany.
Nice.
Italy.
Nice.
Puerto Rico. Australia.
Wow.
That was an adventure, man. Australia.
Yeah.
The moon is like this, like a crescent.
Did you see any kangaroos?
We see the moon like this in the Northeast.
Yeah.
It's like this.
That's mad weird.
And you can see the Southern Cross in Australia. Like the constellations are totally different down there at night.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you see like stars and constellations that you'll never ever see up here.
That's wild.
Yeah, and the rainforest is like right on the coast, and all you have to do is drive inland like an hour, and you're out in the middle of the bush, like the desert. It is
with all the kangaroos and shit.
What's that?
With all the kangaroos and all of that.
Oh yeah, kangaroos, wallabies,
wallabies,
and the flies, man. They like to crawl up your nose and try to get in your eyes.
No.
That's
wild, man. Dope.
Yeah. Do it. If you can go to Australia, do it.
Yeah. Right on. So it's like, what inspires you, man? What got you into art, and what keeps you going and evolving for doing it for so long? Because it's like, how long in total have you been painting and creating? Like, give me that number.
I guess not that. Well, maybe it did, but I try to have that same mentality that that character Dean had in that book I was just telling you about, On the Road. That every blank canvas in front of me is like a new challenge, a new adventure. I don't know where it's going to lead me. I don't know what's going to be the outcome, but I go for it anyway. But we all love him dearly. You know what got me into this? I was 14 years old. I would come home from school and turn on the TV, and there was Bob Ross.
Hey, that's my guy, yo. Y'all
Yep.
don't know? I think he's on Netflix still. Go check him before they take him off, yo.
Yeah.
He's amazing.
He's on all that stuff,
He's
and
amazing.
yeah, he's you know, a lot of people. It's kind of like Mr. Rogers, you know, like people
Yeah,
like to make fun of him in a way, but you know, deep down inside that he is a cherished soul. He's like the
absolutely.
godfather of like, you know, it, you know, some people call it kitsch art, you know, art for the masses, for popular culture or whatever. But he
So be
he
it.
he introduced me to painting. You know, like he would show the stuff on TV, and you would look at the end result, and I would tell myself, if I never saw him, if I never saw the process, I would tell myself, I can't do that. But when you see the
Exactly.
process, you like
Yeah, he
layer
broke
upon,
it down in such a way that it made sense. But that's what you
yeah,
did for me. Not to cut you off, you and I didn't know that, but you had a similar um, approach to teaching where you broke it down so much that it just made sense. Every step of the way was easy at its smallest point. That the overall result, you'll be amazed. Like, wow, I didn't even know how I could do that, but it's all about the breakdown, and you did that very well. But yeah, go ahead though, man. Wanted
yeah,
to
and
let
it's
you know that.
I was hooked. I was hooked ever since, and you know, making art, it really. Hey, we're all human, man. We can sometimes take that journey down into the abyss. You know, I mean,
Yeah,
look at look at it outside. It's miserable out, you know. But
yeah, it's crazy.
and we got this pandemic, and we're stuck inside. But you know what? You can pull yourself out of that abyss by picking up a paintbrush
Right.
and chat with people, your best friends, you know, on a cell phone. So life really isn't. It's challenging, but it's really not that bad. You know,
Right.
it's you know, it's you got to be inventive. You got to be challenge yourself, and
Absolutely.
what art does, man, you express your feelings. It can pull you out of depression. It gives you a sense of purpose. It can
It
give you a
does.
sense of identity,
Yes.
a sense of accomplishment. Like I didn't think I could do that, and I did it. You know,
Yeah.
and then you can actually make money at it.
Hey,
Oh,
cha-ching.
yeah.
Facts.
Yep.
See, that was my biggest thing. I want you to know that, and I want other people out here viewing to know that. When I got interested in art, I'm saying as a kid, I used to draw. I was just interested in it just for me. And then in high school, I got into painting and realizing how much bigger it is. But then I really didn't know until like in college and after college that like you can make a living because I didn't know anybody other than the teachers that did it. But even then, I didn't know about their personal lives and like how they were selling art. So yeah, life is way different now. Like me knowing the difference, and I want any kid to ever see this in the future to know that you can start off super young and sell your art. Like I was almost convinced that you can't make a living being an artist. You know what I'm saying? Like there was nothing like that. But it's only because those people never seen it done. You know what I mean? But with the
Yeah.
internet, it helped me see artists from around the world and the country that were super successful and knowing them personally, feeling like Jay and Kilgore and you know what I'm saying? Zawalski, shout out to the whole gang. But it's like seeing them doing it, you know what I'm saying, as like a thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, they might have been teaching, but knowing that they were also doing shows in the past or on the side and stuff like that. Like, but yeah. And if you don't know, you don't know. But yeah, it's definitely possible for those that out there wondering. And yeah, I got that a little late, but yet I'm here. But I want people to know it's, whatever you want to do in life, man,
Yeah.
do it. You
You
can make
asked
a
about
living.
you asked about my influences, and I mentioned Bob
Yeah.
Ross. There's another person I can't forget to mention is Sam Gilliam,
Shout out to
and
Sam.
Sam is Sam's words will always be with me, you know, forever. And
Yeah.
some of the, you know,
And who
some of
is
the
Sam? For those that
what
don't know.
who is Sam?
Yeah, for those that don't know. Yeah.
Sam Gilliam is an American abstract expressionist, kind of. He's 80. What is he now? 87 years old. Let me show I get a picture of Sam Gilliam. Sam was my professor at Carnegie Mellon when I was in Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
And Sam has a show now. It's kind of a minimalist show in
Does
D.C.
he?
Yeah, look him up. He doesn't have an Instagram page, but he's got a hashtag. So if you hashtag Sam Gilliam,
Right.
you want to talk about the GOAT.
So that's my grand sensei. This is my sensei Jay, and then that's his sensei. So that's like the lineage. You feel me?
Sam is the real GOAT. I'll show you a picture of Sam. Hang on here.
Word, shout out to everybody just tuning in. Rain, I see you. What is good?
Sorry, this is taking so long, everybody. Got the iPad going. It's
all good. Hey, there he is. OG Triple O. Let's go.
So, Sam turned me on to abstract, a lot of abstract art, abstract painting. The abstract expressionists from the 50s, modernism, that shift from representational painting back in the mid to late 19th century into the 20th century. And if you think about it, like, I almost think that artists were competing with the camera, and they first started that with Monet, with the Impressionists, where they were painting light with color, and camera couldn't do that because the camera was still black and white. And then that kind of morphed into like Cezanne and getting into Van Gogh, and it became more about the surface, became about shape, and then that morphed into even further on down into history, like with Matisse, Arshile Gorky, who was I believe Arshile Gorky was Willem de Kooning's teacher, and on down the line. And then you get into the American abstract expressionists in the 50s, and they had that whole clique of artists going on. And Sam was heavily influenced by them. And some of his contemporaries would have been like Jasper Johns. Basquiat came a little bit later.
Back to the GOAT.
Yep. And so anyway, Sam, and maybe I still think about shape. And I still think about surface and light and those abstract, even though it doesn't look like it, those things definitely, when you're what's the word I'm looking for? When you're executing a composition with a painting, you are thinking about shape and variety and sizes and placement and the law thirds and all these other abstract kind of concepts. And I think it's just as important as rendering and trying to make something look realistic, And so abstraction to me is, I know it doesn't, I hope it comes through on a deeper level with my paintings, but it's very, very important to me, abstraction. So anyway, and I love abstract art. And it's funny you mentioned those plein air competitions. There's a lot of artists that have that go to those competitions that have maybe more of an illustration background. They're not familiar with abstraction, and artists like Gilliam and Willem de Kooning and artists like that. But anyway, I think just Sam's whole dedication to art and teaching, it's his life. It's like such a part of him. I guess that's what he gave to me, is to dream about it. Make it such a part of your life that you have dreams about it. That you wake up out of bed anxious to get the brush out and get going. Get that coffee and get that brush out and get working. It's and that's, like I said before, it's that mindset of having something to look forward to, because we're all going to have trials and tribulations in life, no matter what. It's guaranteed. It could be family situation. It could be a job. It could be loneliness. It could be isolation, depression, fill in the blank. But this right here, this can this can heal a lot of pain, and I thank God for it. I don't know what I'd do without it. I don't know what I'd do without you guys, you know. So
Hey,
that's my story, man.
awesome, bro. Sheesh. Yeah, yo, we've been rolling along here. Boom. We're gonna be coming to a close soon, but I do want to ask you just one last question. I want to know, talk about past, present. Let's get a little bit in the future. So I want to know, where is Jay in 1 year, Jay in 5 years, and Jay in 10 years? Your ideal situation.
Well, as we can see from the last 12 months, you never know
Right.
what can happen.
That's true. That's true. That's true.
Life is so unpredictable. I guess.
So let's say, where would you like it to be? I guess that's the better question.
Tell you what really is going to happen is Jay is just going to have to go with the flow.
Okay.
But
All right.
I just see myself right around here. I'm perfectly content in Sullivan County.
Okay.
We got a
Beautiful,
good
man.
thing going. I mean, and I don't get me wrong. I don't want to minimize the tragedy that's happened with this pandemic.
Yeah.
But I think we've made a lot of advancements in a good way, and this we've had a huge influx of people from New York City moving into Sullivan County that can
Absolutely.
work from their homes right here in Sullivan County, and these are, the real estate market is going crazy. It's the gallery that I show at in Narrowsburg. His husband is a real estate agent, and he can't keep up. And and these people are art buyers, and
What's the name of the gallery?
River Gallery in Narrowsburg.
Okay. I'll have to go check that out. I've never been.
Yep, it's a great place. Great people, and Narrowsburg's a happening town.
No, it is. Narrowsburg is very beautiful. Yeah.
A lot of
it has like a village vibe. Like there's like a pocket of it that is very. You can see the influence of like the people moving up and them dropping roots. Like, and it's a good mix between. That's my impression of it.
Yeah, it's, you know what it is? It's like somebody took a little saw and they took it out of the village of Manhattan.
Yeah, literally, and just
put it right in the river in Sullivan County, and there it is.
Absolutely, absolutely. Yeah.
It's a cool mix of like, people from the city and local people from Sullivan County, and and the whole county is really kind of going in that direction.
It is.
It's become my friend up in Maine. What did he call it? The Hamp Skills.
The Hamp Skills. Fire. I like it.
The Hamp Skills.
Yeah.
So that's the other thing we've been doing. That's what I've been doing lately, and I plan on doing this even more. We just go into Zoom. My artist friends that because I've met a lot of artists from all over the world, all over the country, with these plein air competitions. And we just turn the camera on, get a beverage or whatever. And,
there you go.
And we paint. We hang out, and it's like you got a friend sitting right there,
Yeah.
in the same studio with you, and you're chatting, cracking jokes, and painting. And
so when's the next one? So anybody that's interested in painting can like jump in. Maybe I want to jump in one of these days.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, it's.
Well, let me know, and I'll spread the word or whatever, and I'm in there.
Well, there's so many different ways you can do it. I mean, you can do it through Instagram. You can do it Facebook Messenger. You can FaceTime. Zoom is kind of annoying because you have to send an invite through email.
Kinda.
You have to set up
annoying.
All that stuff.
Yeah.
But it's much more direct if you do it like this, or
for sure.
Or like I said, Facebook Messenger or even FaceTime. I think FaceTime. I don't know if you can do multiple people, but you can do multiple guests with Messenger.
Yeah, facts. Yeah, this I think it's more of a one-on-one thing, but you know what? Let's set that up. I'm gonna put it out there so it's stamped in. The next time we have one here, you know what I'm saying? We'll just paint. You know what I'm saying? We'll just paint together and let people
Yeah,
just
absolutely.
tune in. Yeah? Cool.
Yeah, definitely.
But yeah, man, I really appreciate this. This is for the people, but once again, like I said, this is for me. I needed to catch up with you in general and just needed to chat with you. And I
I know.
really, really, really appreciate what you've done. Like I said, you didn't know it at the time, but it has affected me to my up to now, man. And you know what I'm saying? I hope to see you
I
very
love you,
soon.
bro. I love you more than you'll ever know.
Hey, man, I love you too, man. For real, like for real, big
I
bro
wish
right
we could
there.
all a big old fuzzy bear hug, man.
As soon as possible, bro. I'm in there.
Absolutely.
And yo, maybe we can get this. I'll talk to you more off camera though about this Hurleyville situation though. But yeah, so
That's
hopefully, you know, what I'm saying,
that's
yeah, we'll get that rolling. But
Hurleyville is
yeah,
a place to go. That's a happening art scene.
for sure.
It's getting right up there with Narrowsburg. I mean,
Yeah, for sure.
there's
It's
pockets
growing.
of culture coming up in all over Sullivan County.
Yeah.
The 845 is a place to be, man. It really is.
845, baby. You already know. But yeah, once again, I appreciate your time. Appreciate your wisdom, man. And the word, I'm going to talk to you real soon, all right?
All right, man. Love all you guys. Peace and
Yo,
love.
much love, man. All righty. Thanks for talking with me.
All right. Take care, bro.
All righty. All right, Instagram. I appreciate you guys tuning in. This has been episode 4 of Practice Podcast here. I was with Jay Artist. His Instagram I'll put in the title and description, so you can go check him out. And I'll see y'all next time. You dig? Enjoy your day. Enjoy your snow day, yo. It's getting crazy out there. Peace. Wait.